Good afternoon, Enid, and welcome to another glorious Monday with Enid on the Move. And my name is Larissa Sloan. I am the media assistant for the communications department. And with me today is Scott Morris, assistant city manager. And so we do have some stuff to get into, so we're just going to jump right into it. Is that okay?
Let's go for it.
All right, perfect. So the first thing we're going to talk about is all of the improvements that we have going on throughout the town. I am so glad to see some of these wrap up and be able to drive over them. They're so smooth and great. And so as you'll see, we have several closings, but we still have some that are in progress. I know 10th Street is definitely a huge project. And then we also have the road closure on South 54th Street.
Yeah, back to 10th Street.
Yeah.
I know we'll get into our council meeting agenda later on in the presentation, but there's actually an extension on that contract to keep going on 10th Street. So that'll be up for approval tomorrow night at our council meeting. And 10th Street, just be patient with us. We're just going to continue to go north and do more and more of 10th Street. New sidewalks, a new street. It's beautiful.
I live in that area, and I will have to say that it is very nice.
That's right.
For sure. And then we also have some road construction that is affecting, that has to do with the water line. And so that is exciting in itself as well. And so that is projected to wrap up May 12th. And that is the lane closures on West Chestnut Avenue over by North Oakwood Road.
That's right. If you're curious about, that big equipment that's been over there and those big concrete walls that have been up, they've completed all of the boring that was going underneath Oakwood over by Glenwood School. And early last week, they pulled all of the pipe through underground, like about 1,600 feet of pipe that was bored underneath. And they've pulled all that pipe through. So they are rocking and rolling, making great progress along Chestnut. So bear with us as we continue on our construction. And like I said, just another month or so. Another couple months and we'll be finished with that portion.
And it'll be wonderful.
That's right.
So we do have some stuff that's hot off the press. I feel like we should have one of those things. But anyway, we're going to talk about some pretty cool stuff. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Advanced Development Authority has some board vacancies. And so I don't have a graphic for that, but I'm going to tell you that information. And so a couple of them that they have available is they need a representative from the public at large, which means any resident of the city of Enid. They need a trustee of the Garfield County Industrial Authority.
Okay.
And a representative of a higher education entity in Enid, which is like NOC or Northwestern.
Right.
Or we have another college as well.
Well, we have Autry Technology.
Yes. But that's not a college. That's not a higher education, right?
Well, I would say that it is higher education, and they do work closely with NOC and Northwestern on different educational programs. So, but it is not traditional college. It's more of the vocational workforce.
And then they need a hospital administrator, which is from Bass or St. Mary's, which I think is the only hospitals that we have in here. And then we need a former mayor, so that'll be fun. And then we also need a representative of Autry Technology Center and a representative of the Independent School District 57, which is Enid High School.
Enid Public Schools.
Enid Public Schools.
That's right.
That's correct. And so this information, all of this, the board applications, can be found at enid.org/board application. They are being accepted online as well as at the city clerk's office, and they are located at, I believe it's 401 West Owen K. Garriott. You can also call 580-616-7274 if you have any questions. You can look on that website as well and see a description.
There may be another board that you can apply for that's accepting applications at this time as well. So I know we're going to be, over the next 2 or 3 council meetings, adding more people to boards. So just always keep an eye out for what you might be wanting to be involved in. We really like participation in all of these boards that affect our community.
And those applications will be accepted until Friday, March 29th.
Okay.
Till at 5 p.m. So there's that. And then we have something really cool we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I just wanted to visit. I saw the section hot off the press, and not this last weekend, but a week ago, Enid News and Eagle did an article about bicycling in Enid, and there were several different people that they asked to be a part of that. And they asked me a lot of questions, and we were talking about bicycling, and this just seemed like an appropriate time to just remind people about, hey, it is spring with the time change that now we have an extra hour in our evening, and there's just going to be more people getting out and exercising and being on bicycles and even being on motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
And so just being aware as a public citizen, just that you're going to see more people out and enjoying being out on the road, being out on trails. And that was a really good article that they put out a week ago, and they talked a little bit about safety. They talked about all kinds of topics, and I am passionate about it, so I could probably visit with you for an hour about it. But I just wanted to provide some awareness that your fellow brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers are going to be out on the roads, and so just watch out for us. There's a lot of things that we need to do to be safe, but I'm asking you guys as citizens in Enid to just watch out for us and try to help us get home to our families. And I'm going to do my part by trying to wear colorful clothing, and I have a big light on the back that's really bright that I can let people know that I'm there. And I'm going to do my part to be safe, and I'm asking that the public do theirs.
Yep, for sure. I know that you're right. Motorcyclists are going to be out too, and so it's always good to double check your blind spots and give them lots of space and room on the road. Protect them if you can. So
yeah, if you have any questions at all about bicycling in general, I know I just picked up this bike. It had a little service that needed to get done on it, and so we have a lovely place downtown called the Bike Shop. So you go in there and talk to Micah and Jennifer, and they can answer any of your questions if you're wanting to get into the sport or just have any general questions. I'm sure they'd love to visit with you.
Yeah. So with that said, now we're going to move into some of our quality of life things. And so we have the Walk of Fame that we are accepting nominations for. And so will you feel free to tell them more about it?
Yeah, this is a great way that the City of Enid recognizes people that have made contributions to our city. And so if you can think of anyone who just shows outstanding service to the community, maybe this person's passed away or maybe they're still living, you can nominate different categories, and we always try to give a couple of well-deserving people some recognition of the time that they put in to make our community great. So this is just one way that we do that. So think about it. Make sure to get your nomination in, and we've got some different ways you can do it. You can bring a nomination in, or you can go to our city website, www.enid.org, find out a little bit more about it, and you can always call the number on the screen and get more information.
And I believe those are being accepted at the city clerk's office as well.
Right.
So there's that. And then we also have the recall election that is happening not this week, but in 2 weeks. So,
that's right. So if you live in Ward 1, you should go out and vote on Tuesday, April the 2nd, and make your voice heard. And we'll see what the results are on the night of April 2nd.
Yep. And then we also have some employment opportunities. And so as you can see there on the right side of the screen, it's the full-time employee benefits are phenomenal and spectacular. So if there's any positions that you see, full-time, part-time, seasonal, then those, and you qualify for one of those, fill out the application. You never know how your life can change for the better. Our website is enid.org, and you can fill that application out. If you know somebody who is who would love to be a lifeguard, we need those so that Champlain Pool can be open, and we need about 18, I believe. 18 lifeguards, and so that is exciting. Summer is upon us. and I'm excited for that. And so there's that. That website, like I said, is enid.org, and yeah. Our positions are changing all the time, so stay up to date on that.
Come work with us. We're really fun. We're really fun.
Absolutely. And then we have our MAPC meeting, which is tonight.
Tonight, 6 o'clock?
Yes.
We've got an MAPC meeting. We're going to talk a little bit about closing the Park Street downtown, where we've been having the one ceremony and doing some other things down there in that area. So we're going to talk about permanently closing that little one-block section of street in between Independence and Grand. And then there is a use by review that will be heard tonight as well. So you're welcome to come out and participate in that, 6 o'clock tonight. And then we have a few meetings tomorrow.
Yeah. We have the study session, and that is also at the Chambers, and that is at 5.
That's right. We've got 3 topics on our study session. We're going to be talking about our renewal contract with OVG 360. They run Stride Bank Center, so they're the ones that help us put on all of the events that happen, not only in that conference center, but also in the arena. So they're going to be talking about their renewal contract and what they do there. We're going to get an update on sales tax revenue, and then also we're going to talk about a couple of new traffic signals on Van Buren on 81. So that's going to be, we're going to talk about that too, on York and Van Buren, and then another one on I think Oklahoma and Van Buren. So a couple of new traffic signals we'll be putting in, and that really helps with. I know we've covered it some with Mike Williams, and we've made some little videos, and we have an extended version video about syncing up all of our traffic lights along Van Buren so that you can mostly get all greens as you drive through. Well, these are 2 of them kind of on the end, Oklahoma, and then on the other side of Garriott, York, where we can get those synced into the mix, where we can try to keep traffic flowing a little bit better. So we're going to continue to make those upgrades and continue to sync these things together. I know we'll be working on Garriott as well with some additions in the future to try to make traffic keep on flowing.
And if you want to see that video, that full video that was made by our video producer, Dane Tate, then you can get that on our YouTube channel, and you can also get that on your Facebook page. And so go to City of Enid and at Facebook, or on Facebook. I said that wrong, but that's okay. And so you can see that full video, and it's actually really cool. I went and watched it and learned some stuff, that it's not like a weighted thing. It's actually there's sensors at the light that actually see you. So that was really cool to learn.
Yeah. Great place.
So, but then, and we have the study session that you talked about, and then we have the commission meeting.
That's right, 6:30. We got the main agenda coming up. So tonight, that's tomorrow night. There is just a few things. There's mostly consent items on there, but there will be, they are making some appointments to a few of the boards that we have talked about, and then we do have a rezoning ordinance that we'll consider on a residential property on East O&K Garriott that they want to rezone commercial. And at the previous planning commission meeting, it was unanimously approved and to be brought forward for consideration by the mayor and city council. And it fits our comprehensive plan, and it's a good idea. Everything around it is already zoned commercial, so they'll get a chance to have a vote on that tonight, the mayor and commission, or tomorrow night. Keep thinking it's tonight, but it's tomorrow night. So anyway.
That's okay. And then we have, so I believe that we have an app, and so it's City Connect, and it's another way that we want to connect with you, and you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And the same way with our social media pages. We just want to say thank you for taking the time to tune in and stay up to date. We are everywhere because you are everywhere. We hope that you have a good day, and see you back here 2 weeks from now.
That's right. See you, Enid.